evening, everybody. Welcome to STSPN.com, the A West Coast Septic pregame show. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle. Tim, how are you?
Fabulous, Scott. Thanks for asking.
We're on the road. We're traveling men tonight. We're in one of the nicest press boxes that we've ever been in our 3 illustrious years here. Shoreline School District Stadium, is that the official title?
Yes.
It's gorgeous in here.
It really is.
It is.
I feel like it's ESPN or Fox.
Yeah, it's just really nice.
Yes. Great view.
Well, it is a very nice view. Again, Glacier Peak tonight on the road against the Shorecrest Scots. And let's first of all, like we always do, Tim, turn the machine back to last week, a homecoming victory against Mount Lake Terrace, 35-0. Tell me the highlights, Tim. Break it down for me.
First league game, obviously.
Big.
So, big game.
Yep.
Terrace is obviously struggling. We talked about that last week. They lost their star running back and cornerback. But Glacier Peak just kind of opened it up. It was 35-0. You know, let's see. Kainoa Wong had a huge game.
Give me more Wong, I'm telling you.
Yes. Kainoa Cheech-and-Chong Wong.
That's right, and he was, talk about, you know, demolition service. He just smashed through some players.
Oh, the last couple games, actually. He's only like 160 pounds and 5'6" maybe. He goes straight at him. He gives them stiff arms. He does all kinds of crazy stuff. I think it throws the defense off because they think he's going to run out of bounds. He goes right at him, and
he's got
they can't
moves,
figure.
Man. He's got moves like Jagger. I'm telling you, he made some people look foolish out there last week. He's done that a few times on the offensive side and the defensive side.
Yeah, some juke 'em moves.
Juke 'em. All right, more A West Coast Septic pregame show. We had Kainoa Wong played huge. The other guy we want to talk about, Pettit. The weapon.
The weapon is right. He's getting tweets from like Josh Brown.
What?
And
I know. Unbelievable.
He's going straight to the pros. He's not even going to college.
Oh yeah, he's got a full marketing team. He is getting a lot of looks. But again, he missed a 52-yarder. We've talked to him about it. Just got a bad hit on the ball. But listen, he's 1 for 3 for the season, 50+. How many?
2 for 3.
Or 2 for 3. Excuse me.
Yeah, from 50+.
How many How many kickers? Period.
Well,
levels.
Enough. There's not enough where he's gonna be a Division I kicker.
Oh yeah, he's big time. And the nicest kid, the nicest parents, just fantastic.
I think he's gonna be playing for the Cougs. That's my prediction.
You know what? I'd be happy with that. I mean, as a Husky fan, it's okay. I just like him. I want him to play big time. So the other guy last week again. So we had Wong. We had Guffey again with a nice. The sophomore coming on strong here. Had another big hits. We got stay tuned. We got a new nickname.
Yeah, stay tuned. We don't want to give it up now.
No, we don't want to.
We'll wait till the first hit, which will be like soon.
But now to tonight, the big news coming out tonight. Tell them. I can't even. The anticipation's killing me right now, Tim Boyle.
That's right. You put it on Facebook and everything about, wait. We got a big announcement for you. Branson Corwin's not starting tonight.
And you know what? Young Branson has been phenomenal. I mean, the Jackson game. Got his legs really. I mean, incredible play by Branson Corwin. So that's a big loss. Why? What's going on?
Well, I think he's just having some issues with some injury, or I'm not exactly sure. But they're going to rest him just to be on the safe side. They're going to rest him tonight. But Brady Southard gets the nod.
Nice.
And he throws a beautiful ball.
He does. We've seen he's got 1 touchdown to Cole McFadden.
That was a great touchdown. He's had a couple great runs, actually, too. And he's not really – we don't know him for his running abilities. He's more of the – I've said it before. He's more of the drop back in the pocket and throw a laser type guy. But I'm kind of excited to see that. And the other thing is I think they'll probably be passing more because Brady's set up more to drop back and throw a lot of passes, where Branson's set up more to do a lot of read options or triple options or whatever.
And you know what? We talked about Big Al, Nick Allen, number 15. He's had stints. He's had moments of great. We see what he can do last year. He's a big-time target, not 6'5", but maybe tonight he can get that consistency, get a few big catches, get the mojo going for Big Nick Allen.
Yeah, and you got the basketball player and the basketball, Brady and Nick Allen. Maybe they'll have some synergy there. And I think Nick Allen's gonna have a big game tonight.
So Brady Southard getting his first varsity start tonight, the junior. Breaking news here on the A West Coast Septic pregame, Tim. That's breaking
It's
news.
Crazy.
Right there.
It's crazy news.
We bring it to you right here on STSPN. Now, other keys tonight. Let's talk about the running backs. We started the season. Josh Pinka, the senior, he was injured in the offseason. They held him out. And Matt, the Brunswick darling, came in, and he has just been outstanding. Pinka finally gets back in 2 games ago. Had a nice game last week. What do you think on the running back status?
Well, I think Pinka's lucky he's such a good athlete because he almost got Wally pipped and never got put back in the lineup. I mean, the way Matt Darling was playing, I don't, a lot of people would never go back with another running back, but Pinka's good enough. They know he's a good athlete. They can play both of them, and it's kind of a good strategy for them to have both those guys back there. Yeah,
and Pinka gets his first touchdown of the year last week. And then there's more to talk about as far as the defense. Oh, the other thing with Pinka is, and we talked to defensive coordinator Steve Hannon on defense, Pinka is a beast at linebacker, and we saw a little bit of him last week, but this week we hope to see more of him.
I think we will, because I think he's back to 100%, I think.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see more of him on both sides of the ball.
All right, Wesco Septic pregame here. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle. We're live at Shoreline Stadium here. Beautiful stadium, the blue end zones, the Smurf turf here. What's your sleepers tonight, Tim Boyle?
Well, my sleeper, I'm going to go with Cole McFadden is going to be my sleeper tonight.
Number 23 in the roster.
Here's why I say that. I have a reason to my method to my madness, because Brady Southard is quarterback, and he had that laser ball to Cole McFadden that was just laid perfectly in that Jackson game.
Yep.
And so that's who I'm picking. But again, I reserve the right to be wrong.
Never. The great Swami is never wrong. Maybe, hey, we got the camera in here. Maybe we can get your challenge flag out.
Oh, it'll come out.
Worthy of note here, Shorecrest won the toss. GP, though, is receiving the start. We're about 5 minutes away. We're glad you're with us here, STSPN.com. Do you want to give a prediction? Again, we haven't really talked about Shorecrest. We should do that before we get to prediction time. We talked to Brandon Christensen. He's in his 4th year. Great guy. He talks about he's got a small, he doesn't have a lot of kids to choose from. They just missed the 2A population. He's got a tough thing, but he's got a great quarterback in number 8. And tell us what he told us here. Tell him what he.
Well, I think what he told, a couple of things he told us is they're just depth-wise, they don't have a lot of kids to choose from. Glacier Peak's obviously a football powerhouse. If you look, they're just deeper, they're bigger, they probably got better athletes, and we've said this before. It's hard when you're the other coach, like tonight. It's hard to coach against better.
Yeah, it is hard. And he's lost, the other thing, to add injury, insult to injury here, he's lost some key guys. He's got number 8, Nick Hendricks, who's a great athlete, a senior, his quarterback, but he lost Weaver Brigden, who's sick, number 1, and actually a surprising sophomore, caught a lot of balls this year. So he can't afford those injuries, and it's tough. He's such a great guy. He's doing a good job in his 4th year. They're 1-3. They won their first game versus Linwood, 20-15, but tough break for Brandon Christian trying to compete.
Yeah, and when you have a team like Shorecrest where you're struggling with the depth, you can't afford to lose a play. I mean, look what happened to Mount Lake Terrace this year.
Yeah.
We thought they were deeper than they were. They lose Devontae Downs. The whole season's gone. Shorecrest they're not even as deep as Terrace, so you lose a couple varsity athletes and you're in trouble. Glacier Peak, on the other hand, they don't have the standout guys like they've had in the past, but they've got so many varsity athletes that they could lose 2 or 3 guys. It doesn't affect them that much.
And one thing, again, 3 minutes here, but Steve Hannon kind of alluded this in our pregame discussion. It's tough at Glacier Peak. I mean, it's a big-time high school football. And kids, everybody, they preach down there, kind of the Seahawk thing, Pete Carroll. Every single week you're competing for your job.
Absolutely. And they know it, too. And not only that, Glacier Peak's fortunate enough to have a broadcast team that, we're sending this out to 4,000 people every week. So shameless plug there, but that wasn't my intention. But, these guys, they got to perform. Everybody's watching them.
They're on the big stage.
They
Friday
are.
Night Lights is never bigger.
Exactly.
Until you're on STSPN, man.
Absolutely.
All right, more A Wesco Septic pregame show. There is some kids you're going to look for in the Scots. First of all, I passed, by the way, just as a small aside. I know I never do that, but I'm walking in back and forth here, and the Shorecrest band is coming in. Phenomenal, first of all, phenomenal uniforms. But I walked by a kid, Tim, who had to have been 6'4", 6'5". What's he doing in the band? Well, get him on the field.
Maybe there's a reason he's in the band.
We'll see if he changes.
But
That's
you're
going
right.
to do it for the A Wesco Septic pregame show on STSPN. Up next, it's Glacier Peak and Shorecrest.